Hello and welcome to the end of day number 30. This is very, very late. I've just got back in from board games. I was thinking about recording it on the way there, and yeah, it was raining today and it just wasn't very nice outside. So rather than, sacrifice what little quality we would have got from it, I figured I'd just record back in the house again. Today was very interesting. I didn't actually eat up until after 7 p.m. I just wasn't I was a little bit hungry and I knew that I needed to eat and I felt like I wanted to eat, but it just never seemed like there was time to do it. It just felt like the opportunity wasn't there up until, later on in the evening. So what I was going to do was I was going to take along some food to board games because, now that I know exactly how much fat is in Schmand, I didn't want to just eat what Heiko had made. It was meant to be like a little one-off treat, not every single week. Unfortunately, when I left the house, I was already most of the way there when I realized that I hadn't actually brought anything that I was planning on bringing. So I went to Netto thinking, oh, well, at least I'll be able to buy a fresh salad there, that'll do me. And they were sold out. There was many options with chicken and tuna and white pasta and dressing sodden things, but there wasn't anything that was just plain. I could have bought myself a whole bunch of vegetables, I guess, and made something from there, but then I would have to have bought a full lettuce and chopped it and prepared it while in, this place that has a very, very small kitchen that is mainly just used for reheating stuff. I got there and Heiko was still making everything. He turned up a little bit late, so that wasn't even on offer. I found a place that would do vegan takeout and I ordered some stuff in. I did take a photograph. I've put it up here. You will notice that it looks very meaty. That is because that is tofu currywurst, because apparently that's a thing. So for all that I know that there's plenty of salt and probably a little bit of oil and stuff like that, it was literally my only meal today up until now, because I've got my last portion of hung fries drowned in sriracha. I'm gonna eat those in a little bit. If I'm still hungry afterwards, I've got the Mexican rice that I made the other day, and yeah, I'm not going to bed up until I've got this one uploaded and edited and done. It's probably going to be on the shorter side just so I'm not stuck here till 3 in the morning again, especially since I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. Last night after I got everything sorted, it was around about 4 a.m. by the time I got into bed, and it wasn't even my bed. I had to sleep in Rowan's room because so yesterday I hadn't been feeling too good. I was like cold and shivery and I just wasn't great. I was a bit under the weather. When Rowan had gone for his midday nap around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I went with him and we both laid down in his room. I had my duvet and my pillow so that I was comfortable in the bed, put it over his legs, gave him a big cuddle. We both fell asleep, had a couple of hours yesterday. But I had forgotten to take all of my stuff back into the main bedroom. So what had ended up happening is I'd gone to bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning after editing everything and uploading everything, and the cat had woken up because whenever I'm in the room he falls asleep on me, so me moving woke him up. He followed me to Rowan's bedroom while I grabbed my stuff and then sat down in front of the bedroom door and meowed and yowled and cried and whined, and I eventually just had to give up on trying to get him out of the way, because if I let him in the room he'll go straight for Rowan and try playing with Rowan while the boy's asleep, and that would wake Rowan up, it would upset him. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, he's probably not going to go back to sleep after that amount of sleep. Like from 9 o'clock at night till 4 in the morning is enough where he would wake up and stay awake. So I just took everything back to Rowan's room, laid it down, and spent the rest of the night, the next like 3-4 hours, getting pounced on by the cat who wanted me to get up and play with him, getting licked all across the forehead and the back of the head, because, you know, if attempting to attack you doesn't work, apparently licking you up until you wake up is the way to go. I managed to get through all of today with no sleep, with multiple frustrations. My scales, so we've got the Fitbit Aria, the first one, and we've had it since we moved to Bristol. I want to say, I might be wrong on that, it might have been Bournemouth. Yeah, those scales have freaked out today. So for the last month, they've been fairly consistent. They've been showing about the same weight and, you know, a slow, steady trend downwards. And this morning I weighed myself and I had gained 8 kilos overnight. So I, you know, oh, well, obviously something's wrong with them. Stepped off, waited, stepped back on, and they were down 4 kilos from that. Stepped off, waited, stepped back on. They were back up another 2 kilos from that result. And no matter what I tried doing, no matter which of the troubleshooting steps I tried from the internet, they just would not give an accurate, repeatable reading. It was just this much, this much, this much, this much, this much, this much. Yeah. I think they're broken, to put it mildly. I think they're at the end of their useful life cycle. They keep running through batteries within about 3 days as well. Tomorrow I'm going to Saturn, and I'm going to buy some digital scales, not Fitbit ones, just like, you know, 20, 25 euro ones. After that, I'm going to go to Real again. I'm going to go to Real again afterwards, because Saturday is day number 32. Saturday is also the Eurovision, and Seguta wants to watch Eurovision, and I said, you know what, we'll have a nice night in. We'll order some takeout for the night. Day 32 is going to be the day that I eat meat again for the first time, and I'll be completely honest with you, even though I've been looking forward to it for a while, purely from a scientific standpoint of, I wonder whether or not I'll still like things, or, you know, like what will happen if I eat meat after not eating any for a full month, a full calendar month. And the closer that we're getting to it, the more that I'm pulling back from it and sort of saying it's gonna feel really wrong to eat it. You know, it's gonna feel wrong to eat meat. If I eat some, am I then just gonna turn around and say, well, that was all right, but now I want like a proper filling meal with rice and salad and beans and all of that? We'll see how it goes, I guess. Like I am looking forward to it. I'm gonna go through with it because I've been planning on going through with it for a while. But I think first thing on the morning is gonna be the thing that, you know, sort of says to me what is going on. I should probably explain this better. So tomorrow I'm gonna go and buy scales and beer and milk and a whole bunch of other things that we need for the house. Saturday, I'm getting up early. I'm going out and I'm going to get a breakfast bun sort of thing with sausage and egg and all of that. I'm going to bring that back to the house. I'm going to eat that. Then after I've done that, me, Seguta and Rowan are going out to Tier Park, which is like a zoo towards the northeast. I think it's the northeast of Berlin. Lunch is going to be going to the restaurant in there. Now the restaurant in there has full vegan options, which is good. You know, like I'll be able to have something even if, you know, I decide that meat isn't going to be the order of the day. But they do have meat and grills and all sorts of things going on as well. If, you know, I decide like, oh yeah, you know, like it's the day, like let's go for it. And on the night time, on day 32, we're going to order something in. We're going to order something, we're going to sit down, we're going to eat it, we're going to laugh at some horrifically bad songs, and I'm going to have a couple of beers and just, you know, chill, relax, have a taste of previous life. And then Sunday morning, it's straight back to normality, straight back to the new normal. Oh, I should talk about lunch. Talk about food. Dinner tonight was a tofu currywurst and a beetroot and bulgur wheat burger with salad, and I got shipped some vegan mayonnaise. I'm not particularly fussed on it, so that didn't get touched. I'm gonna go and eat. I'm gonna go and edit this all together, and yeah, I'll. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to try and record something outside tomorrow, like while I'm just out and about. Hopefully, I'll be a little bit more energetic tomorrow as well. But yeah, that's the goal. I'm going to record something while we're out, so you can have a nice, luscious, outdoorsy background sort of thing going on. And yeah, see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.